convertible cars.
와우.
He mean us?
I, Palmer and de Launfal, call upon you to repent. Search your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
되게 만화의 한 장면 같네.
Regular punch and Judy here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
네, 넘어왔습니다. 오 마이 갓.
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity-like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other farts?
Noble Palmerin's giving you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says.
Or what?
아 그래요? 여기
Or
되게
you'll
좋아요.
find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the
뿌듯하네요.
Duchess of Toussaint. And they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
There's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them. Folk who say we's afeard of wenches and jesters.
Ooh, insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed,
Not good.
we cannot let the affront go unpunished.
외가리에 대고
I
맹세.
swear upon the heron you will pay with your own blood. By the crane, villains, ready your arms.
For the glory of her grace, I shall make petty of you! Put it down!
어머. 오, 저 이렇게 아파.
Never learn.
덤벼. 이거지. 아야. 후후.
For the glory of her grace, I shall make petty of you! Kill him! Strip out the doors! Defend yourself, lad!
좋았어.
Why do they not emerge? It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
It is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes unthwarted. It is time to go home.
And we shall, my friend.
Come, Geralt. It's time we delivered our message.
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full. with all due ceremony. For tradition
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of
뭐야,
monsters and
나한테
all
이렇게
evils
서신을?
nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates
소환에
undeserved.
응하라고?
Answer you now,
뭐야?
our present sons.
소환물이에요, 제가?
Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the star-crossed city's most gracious
오.
protectress, Her
공작
illustrious
부인.
Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Duke
혼자?
of Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a
열성적인
contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses, bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
썸하이트요?
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast
안경이
cannot
좋아요?
be tracked.
당나귀기가 좋아요?
Folks say it wields
안경도
black
되게
magic.
웃기다.
Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there. No one saw, nor heard a thing.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield
야수가
protect,
맞아?
but of this beast, nothing is known.
근데 이거 약간 좀
Save that it cannot be
뱀파이어
traced,
같은데?
kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
사람 유인하고 그런 거면?
Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
An experienced tracker, this is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident.
고고.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes
네,
be
안녕하세요.
demanding.
So you accept the contract. Excellent.
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for
블러드 앤 와인은 초회차예요.
Ready to go.
게임
Soon as you're
자체는
backed.
엔딩은
then
2번
post haste
봤고요.
to Toussaint.
To Toussaint.
2번? 한 번? 한 번 봤지? 이번이 2회차긴 하지. DLC는 처음이에요.
The king of the wild hunt sailed aboard the Naglfare, a giant longship
메인 엔딩 보고
traveling
볼까?
between worlds. As Gels had advised, the Witcher set out to find the Sunstone. An artifact needed to draw Erodin into a trap.
아니야. 일단 좀 진행하다가 아 그래요? 아 토생 오는 건가?
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
아, 안경기로도 너무 웃기다. 당나귀기로 다시 바꿀까요?
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron.
헤런. 뭐야? 어머. 시작하자마자 이게 무슨 아 불쌍한 말. 제로부터 지나야겠다. 당나귀 귀. 뭐야?
Watch out!
엄마야.
I kill a monster. All for one and one for all.
아야. 엄마. 잡아. 와.
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke
호수의
his
여인을
vows.
거인으로
For this,
만들어버렸어.
the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it.
2번 들린다고요?
Put
아
up a good
진짜요?
fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Tucson, we
really?
mostly chase
지금도?
bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me.
수가
Yet
왜
if Geralt
울리지?
is to
울릴
hunt the
이유가
beast,
없는데?
he ought to know. It's struck again.
뭐가 문제지?
The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien Delatour's guardsmen are there already,
계속 울려요?
securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle
잘
any
나와요?
evidence.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later. Near
혹시
Guillaume's
다른
tent at the
분들도 뭐
Thorny
소리가
Grounds.
아 이제 괜찮아?
I shall take you then to see her grace.
와 목을 땄네. 조생. 와 맵 넓어. 왕.
That's it, Roach.
Brave kid, Guillaume.
Palmerin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kid.
변이를 통해서 마스터 대장장이
Take it easy.
Run, Roach. Beaver, booger me. Come on, Roach.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
영환 이름이 코카트리스야?
In the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
Slow now.
No one here.
Whoa.
They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything. Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
뭐야?
Got guests. Careful.
막 터지네. 오, 막 터지는 것 봐.
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking.
아, 노트 7 장차. 너무 슬픈 거 아닙니까?
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything.
뭐가 이렇게 많아? 그물망에.
Silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Need to comb the bank.
또 다른 DLC이고요.
A boat was launched here.
위쳐는 개발팀이 이제
Guardsmen
다
must have
나가서
loaded the body parts onto it,
DLC 안
taken them
나옵니다.
somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
뭐 누군가 우리 보고
Seems
있는데?
we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time. Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
와, 여행자 패션 봐. 와. 와, 핫팬츠 와. 여긴 진짜 위쳐는 남자 핫팬츠가 유행인가 봐요. 2 때도 그랬지만 대단해.
Don't crowd around.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomred's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all. By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyren. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
시체가 건져져.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited 2 men to join us, yet since Sir the Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir the Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man! You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
시체는
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that?
어머나.
Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Ninnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable!
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one throw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
신의 적 약간 좀 이상한데.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that.